Hi everybody, this is John Float, your instructor for this summer, and this is going to be the first time you're actually hearing my voice. What I'm going to do here is, all I want to do is walk you through how to sign up for MyMathLab and show you where you can go ahead and get the 2 weeks of free trial access that I was telling you about. So you won't be able to do this until the day of our class. So I'm going to send this link out to this YouTube video a little bit early, but just know on May 18th, our first day of class, you can watch, you can watch the video and you can just navigate your way right through this. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to come to Blackboard, okay, and you're going to sign in with your login and password and everything. All right. Now, right here in the middle where it says My Courses, okay, so right here in the middle, I hope you can see my cursor moving around here. You're going to have a lot more I have a lot more courses than you do, okay, but you're just going to look for summer semester 2020. And it doesn't matter what class you pick on, so I'm going to go ahead and click on our course. All right. Now, let me go into student preview mode because this is what it's going to look like on your screen. Okay, so there are two screens that I use. I use like the instructor, which is behind the scenes, and then this is what you see. Now, if you look over here to the left, this is going to be called the content area, and you can see course overview, you can see MyMathLab, course modules, communication, my grades and resources. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on MyMathLab, and you're going to have a bunch of links that pop up. And the links are self-explanatory. You have MyLab and Mastering Course Home, the homework, quizzes, calendar, gradebook, all that stuff. I have it already set up for us. It doesn't matter what link you click on. It's going to take you to the same exact page because this is the first time we're going to be setting this up. So we'll just click on the very first link. And if you can hear my cat meowing in the background, I'm sorry, but he's being very fidgety today. Now, this is going to be where we enter our passcode and stuff like that. Now, I told you, don't buy anything yet. And here's why. Right here at the very bottom, you could see we're going to get temporary access without payment for 14 days. We're going to take advantage of that, okay? Now, once you got two options. Either you buy the access code, okay? Or you wait for the 2 weeks and then you purchase it. I suggest, and I'm going to use a different color here. I suggest this right here. All right, because as you can see here, on the website itself is $79.99, whereas at the bookstore, if I remember correctly, I think it's $104. So you save about $24, $25 by buying it online. If you don't feel comfortable with, putting in your credit card information online, I totally understand that, but just be aware it's going to be a little bit more money than for when you go to the bookstore. Okay? Once you go ahead and you sign up on this, so let's go ahead, let's see what it looks like here. So let me get out of this. All right. It's going to ask you, are you sure you want the temporary access? We're going to click on yes. Now, you're going to need the, my session expired. Let's try that again. I think I was talking too much, that's why. So we'll go ahead, click on it. It'll come up, get temporary access, yes. If you come to this screen, just wait, all right? What it's doing here, the back end of the website is enrolling you into my class, all right? So we're just going to let this go ahead and do its thing. And while we're doing this, actually while we're waiting here, I already have the class pretty much set up for the first half of the course, first half of the semester. And for my online strictly people, okay, that's going to be, I think the section is Z03S. I go ahead and post my YouTube videos, but you got to understand, I'm going to be teaching that course. So I may not be moving as fast as you're moving. So just make sure if you're interested in that, you can still look at the YouTube page and everything and all that stuff. I will provide you with links and everything. And then you're going to get this screen. Your registration is being processed. Great. The course, it's going to be that course and everything. You could go ahead and you can, I don't know, you could just leave it like this if you want. Or what you can do is you can come back now into Blackboard. And if we've done this correctly, and I think we did, we should be able to click here, and it's going to take us right into the course home. So give it a second here, and here's our course. All right. So on the left-hand side here, this is our navigation pane. All right. And as you can see here, it has course home, announcements, assignments, study plan, gradebook, stat crunch, the text, okay? And what I'll do is I'll go through each one of these real fast and show you what it looks like, okay? So course home, well, that's where we are right now, okay? So the course home here is going to show you the calendar, which is right here. It'll show you current assignments, which would be down here. And as you can see, I already have, excuse me, I already have some assignments, all right? Make sure you check all that stuff out because due dates are important. This is a shorter course when compared to fall or spring semester, so due dates are a thing. I probably will not extend due dates too much just because we don't have the time to do that. So make sure you are looking at this every single day and you are keeping up on all the work that you need to. So now let's go to announcements. To be honest with you, I'm probably never going to make an announcement in MyMathLab. I will do it in Blackboard because that is where we're going to be looking at. So assignments, we'll click here. So here are all the assignments and everything. As you can see here, section 1 homework, section 2 homework, and so forth. Along the left-hand side, so right here, we have our due dates, we have the assignments, and then gradebook score. Now, the time limit and attempts are not going to be highlighted for homework because I give you an infinite amount of time and an infinite amount of attempts for homework. However, if you scroll down a little bit, it's going to do this thing again. Give me a sec. So if you scroll down here a little bit, as you can see with the quizzes and the homework, I give you a time limit for the quiz, and 0 out of 2 means, 0 tries out of 2 attempts. And remember, I take the higher of the 2 scores, okay? So just because it says 60 minutes, that means 60 minutes per attempt, okay? All right, so let's get rid of this. Let's go down to I guess we can go down, well, gradebook is gradebook. I mean, the gradebook here is going to be the exact same as it is in Blackboard. However, I kind of like it in MyMathLab because it gives you your overall score. It tells you how much you've done so far. So so far the homework, 0 out of 14 assignments, 0 out of 6 quizzes, 0 out of 4 tests, and then obviously we have a final exam in this course as well. All right. And StatCrunch. All right, so StatCrunch we're going to use StatCrunch as well. StatCrunch is a online statistical software package. It's very easy to use, and it's going to help us do a lot of things. And throughout the semester, I will upload videos on how to use the certain functions. Or if you don't want to wait for me, you can always just go to YouTube and just type in exactly what you want, StatCrunch, and then whatever it is. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you the StatCrunch website. So it's going to be the second link here. All right, it gives you all this stuff right here, okay? And if you want to, you can use your data, you can upload data or data sets. So I'm going to click on data sets real fast. And notice here, I mean, you got all these different data sets. Let's see here, what's a good one? Let's do car models. Let's see what that looks like. All right, so it'll load the data. And you have all this data right here. And like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do these basic things. Like, for example, horsepower. So if you look right here, this is where I'm looking at. All right, so here's the horsepower, okay? And let's say, for example, we wanted to find the average horsepower of all these vehicles that we've actually studied here. So notice there's a ton of vehicles. How many are there? 222 total vehicles. Well, I'm just going to show you how to do this. This isn't the actual video. I'll actually make a real one for this. But we can go ahead and we can just figure out exactly what we want. So what did I want? I wanted horsepower again, right? Compute. All right, and here we are. So notice it took us 2 seconds to do that. And if I'm just driving the point home, right here, the average horsepower in the 222 cars that we've sampled is approximately 243.36, or if you just want to make that a whole number, 245 horsepower. All right. So that is StatCrunch. Like I said, we will be using that, but we will also or I will also show you how to do that later on, okay? So let's go ahead, let's get rid of that stuff. So we're just gonna get rid of all this, to be honest with you. Let's go back to MyMathLab. Okay. So now, the most important part, I think, out of all of this might be the textbook. Okay. So we do have a textbook. Like I said, it comes with the $79. If you are interested in a actual paper textbook, like you want a hard book, please email me first, because I'll tell you which one to get. I don't want the last thing I want you to do is spend all this money on a course. Okay. I was a student once. I was a poor student as well. So I always tried to find ways to minimize cost, and that's what I'm going to do for you as well. So if we click on text or e-text, you can view your the actual text for our course. So I'll walk you through this real fast. All right. I don't know why that popped up. If it does, I guess just select your country. We are in the United States. You agree to the terms. Yeah, whatever. I never read those things. I really should. All right. So in the event that this happens, pop-up blocker. Just always allow. No matter what, just always allow. Because Pearson is a good site. It's not going to steal your information or anything like that. Okay? So we're going to let this load up real fast. I'm going to show you how to navigate the textbook real quick. It's very easy to do. So 13th edition elementary statistics. Remember, don't buy an access code anywhere. Only get it from the website or the bookstore itself. That's it. Okay? Now, in the upper left-hand corner, all right, you're going to see menu. And as soon as you click on that, you're going to have the contents, the history, notebook. I've never used really either of the two options, the history or the notebook. But what I have used is the book itself. So let's go ahead. Let's go to Chapter 3. So you can click on Chapter 3, the link, and it's going to take you right to the home page. Or the little arrow where it says Expand gives you a little drop down. So we're going to go to Measures of Center. Now, there's a reason why I picked that, to be honest with you, is because I just found the measure of center using that StatCrunch example, okay? So here's our book. Here are the definitions and everything for our book. So it's not it's not hard. You can always increase the text by clicking the letter A. You can decrease it. And anytime you see one of the, like a little, I guess the earth with an arrow, that is a video objective. So you can go ahead and you can click on that, and it's going to take you to a video, and the video is going to explain to you what's happening for that objective itself, or for the entire section. All right. So you can just, like I said, you can go ahead and click on play, and excuse me, and she's going to go ahead and talk and just describe what's happening here. Okay. So we're going to get rid of that. We're going to go back to the text. I clicked the wrong thing. Sorry about that. I do that a lot. I think it's because my hand or my brain moves faster than everything else, like in my hand. Come on, textbook. Maybe I should buy a new computer. I don't know yet. I'm thinking about it. Oh, come on. All right, there we go. We're back. Because there's one more thing I wanted to show you within here. Okay? So we're going to go back to Measures of Center. I'm going to let this load. And if I click the next page, let's see here. All this great information that we're going to learn. And like I said, if you ever have questions, just always feel free to email me. I can type something up. If it's a little bit more in depth, then chances are I'm just going to make a video and send it back to you. And what I'll do is I'll post any student questions to our YouTube page, as long as you're cool with that. Like, I'll ask you ahead of time, like, hey, do you mind if I post this in our YouTube page? Because somebody else may have that question, and they maybe forgot to ask or something like that. All right. So we're almost to the end here. Because the thing I really want to show you here, and this is very important, and I don't think, A, professors show this enough, and B, I don't think students look at this enough. So it's not a teacher problem or a student problem. It is our problem. And that's this right here, which is the tech center. At the end of every single section, okay, at the end of every single section, there's always going to be a tech center where it's going to show you how to use technology to accomplish what you need. What you're going to find, especially in our course, statistics really isn't a difficult course computationally, meaning the formulas that we use and everything, it's not that hard. What makes stats, I think, difficult for students would be number one, what formula and how do you apply it to the problem? Because let's be honest, all of our problems in this course, they're going to be word problems. And the second is, well, is there a way that I can actually make this a little bit easier for myself? And the answer is yeah. I mean, number one, for the answer for the first question is study, ask questions, understand the material, okay? And then for the can I make this easier? It's technology. So as you can see here, we have our little tech center, okay? And it's going to just give you an idea of what everything looks like. But then if I turn the page, it actually tells you how to do this. So let me see. Can I zoom in here a little bit? Let me see. Can I zoom in? There we go. Oh, I think that's too much. Let's go back one. There we go. So as you can see here in the upper left-hand corner, you have stat disk, you have mini tab. Excuse me. You have the TI-83, 84 plus calculator. Okay. But the one thing that is also on there, which is really, really awesome. Look at this. Right here. StatCrunch. And that's exactly what we can use. Step 1, click in the stat menu. Step 2, blah, 3, blah. I will make videos of this, don't worry, but this is something I just wanted to go over and show you, okay? So if we go back into MyMathLab here, I think that's really it. I mean, the multimedia library, that's pretty good. What this is, it kind of breaks everything down for you. Chapter, like if we go to chapter 3, we can find flowchart animations, section videos, technology videos, video clips. And what you do here is you click on the ones that you want. So tech videos, video clips, the textbook, and maybe a PowerPoint. Maybe we want a PowerPoint. And if we just select Find Now, it will go ahead and it'll find all this stuff that you want for you. Okay? And then it's up to you to navigate this, to look at what you want and everything like that. I'm going to try to make this course as accessible as possible because I realize the situation we're in. And one thing that I'm really good at is technology. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'll also post a link to the video of my little setup that I use. And I think you'll sit there and look at it and go, oh my God, I can't believe he uses all this stuff to make these videos. Because I have a lot of equipment. So I want to make this as user-friendly as possible. And that video, that if you watch it, you get to see what I look like and what my wife looks like, because I introduce my wife, because I am a human being. And I have a wife outside of my educational and scholastic life. And I have 2 cats. And I'll introduce you to them as well, and they're crazy. But that's about it for now. I just wanted to get us set up, and I wanted a little introduction on how to use this, okay? So I hope that helps, and I can't wait to start the semester and meet all of you. So enjoy your day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.